Plumbers are rip-off artists.
What?
Hey, everybody. CJ Van Slyteman, CJ Goes Unleashed. Today we're going to talk about plumbers. Now, for any of you know me, I was a contractor for over 20 years. I'm retired now. But I spent a lot of time doing plumbing. And I don't like it. I don't do it anymore. So this week, I had a clog in my commercial sink. And I called up a plumbing company. Not going to mention who it was. And all I needed was, I have a snake. I just don't even want to do it. So I just called a plumber and they came out. I said, hey, can you guys snake the drain? Oh, yeah, for sure. It was like some service. And I had even said to the service, like a 1844 number that called me back. And they're like, yeah, we're not a service. I was like, what are you then? Go ahead, just send them out anyway. I'm curious to see what a plumber's going to try and charge me to do a snake job. $100, $150, like, shouldn't be over that, right? Because I always used to charge like $65 to snake a drain, $75 to reset a toilet. That's another thing one of my tenants just called me and told me about, resetting a toilet, what they were going to charge to reset a toilet. So call plumber up, nice guy, shows up at the house, very professional truck, and as soon as I see the truck, I'm like, okay, I know I'm paying for that truck. So he comes in, he looks at my lateral line because it's exposed in my storefront. I exposed it for him, and he goes to the commercial sink. We're running water, it starts to back up. So he says to me, we're gonna have to either snake it or jet it. So I'm like, yeah, no problem. We go out to the front, to the storefront, we're looking at the lateral line. He's like, hey, you look like you maybe have some rocks in this corner, in this side clean out. So we're definitely gonna have to snake it. I'm like, all right, bud, go ahead and get the snake. But first, let me ask you a question. How much do you guys charge to snake a line? And he's like, well, a line like this is like $400. And I'm like, 400 American dollars? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you completely daft? I said, I asked you to snake it, not jet it. He's like, oh yeah, jetting is a different thing. I'm like, yeah, I know what jetting is. How much do you guys charge to jet? You charge $400 to stick your chain snake, 50 feet maybe, into a drain and clear it out. It probably has grease. And he's like, well, we can snake it for you or we can jet it for you. I was like, all right, just out of curiosity, how much is it to jet it? So he says to me, $1,100. And I'm like, dude, come on. I was born at night, but not last fucking night. Come on, man. $1,100. So he says to me, your lateral lines look like they're schedule 30s instead of schedule 40s. And it looks like it's 3 inches instead of 4 inches. And I was like, well, it's actually 4 inches if you measure it. He's like, no, I think it's 3 inches. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna humor this dude because he must think I'm like I have a sign on my fucking head that says I'm stupid. So I say to him, all right, bro, go ahead and measure the line for me and give me a quote because I'm not even sure what you want to quote me on. Now he wants to quote me on replacing the whole lateral line and the sump pump line that comes into the lat. I'm like, all right, go ahead. Send me the quote. So about an hour and a half later, dude leaves and he comes back, or he sends me an email. And in the email, I open up the email, and to do 45 feet of lateral in 4-inch, schedule 40, the bid is $6,450. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, is he cutting into the street? Is he tearing up the lines in the middle of my road and along the side of my property? Is he digging? Is he getting an E32 or a 35 out there? Is he going to excavate? No. This is just simply putting in a new line, a new straight line coming right off of my faucet and my drain from my kitchen on the other side of the wall. It's not even 50 feet. And these guys want over $6,000. I want to hear from you guys in the audience how much you're paying for your plumbing work, especially landlords, because I'm still a landlord. And I don't do any of the work myself. I have a company where they come out to most of my properties. This one is my personal property, and the reason why I called another plumber's because my plumbers won't come this far. I'm in the middle of nowhere in the country. I want to know from you guys if you're getting ripped off, because I feel like I know these guys are totally trying to rip me off. And I want to know if people out there, the plumbers out there, are trying to rip you off. My tenant told me that they said the plumbers that came out there, which was another plumbing company because my plumbers were busy doing a bigger job for me, she told me that to reset a toilet, I'm talking about put a fucking wax ring down, put a toilet down and sit on it and take a poo, $450. This is complete ludicrous. That's insanity, guys. A wax ring is $3 and it takes 10 minutes to set a toilet and bolt it in. Why in the hell are plumbers charging this kind of money? Like more than a fucking doctor. It's more than a doctor, more than what my attorney charges me for an hour when I go sit with them. Comment below. I want to know, and I want the audience to be educated, because there's no goddamn way we should be paying $6,000 for a 50-foot plastic line in an exposed area with no digging. There's no way we should be paying $400 to snake a line, or $700 or $1,100 to jet a line, or $400 to put a toilet down. Do you agree or disagree? Like, am I crashing out here? Am I being unreasonable? You let me know in the comments, and enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you guys.
If there's any plumbers on this app, can you tell me if I just got ripped off or not? I just had this replaced. This faucet here. This wasn't replaced. This wasn't replaced. None of that was replaced. Just this was replaced, okay? And this is the invoice that says, like, what they did, if that helps at all. And it was $1,266. And I just looked on Amazon, and that faucet, the same brand and everything, is $47. And so I'm just trying to figure out, is it normal? Like, am I missing something with labor? Like, is $1,200 for labor normal? Or, like, I'm just trying to figure that out. Let me know, please. This is the exact brand and everything. Like I said, the $47. Just let me know, please, because I feel like that's crazy.
This is what you got to watch out for when you hire a plumber. Most of us are predatory, meaning we want to take as much money from you as we can at the moment that we're there. I personally don't subscribe to this method. I hate it. I don't respect the people that do it, but they're everywhere. The bigger the company, the better the odds are that you're going to get taken to the cleaners. You're better off calling smaller companies and going through Yelp and looking at their reviews. I'll tell you about a time that I went with a salesman from another company that I was looking at buying a while ago. And the first house we go to was a house that had a little pinhole leak in a copper pipe. The guy had already cut out the ceiling, and there it was. It was not a big deal. This salesman tried to sell him a complete repipe for, I forget, might have been $8,000 or $12,000. I don't remember. But the guy was like, I don't think I need to do that. I've just got a little pinhole leak right here. Can't you just fix that leak? And the guy was like, no, it's all defective pipe. It's all old. We need to replace it. And the guy was like, I don't want to do that. I just want to fix that leak. Can't you just fix the leak? And I'm sitting there dying because I can't say anything. It's not my company. And I'm just dying. And so we didn't do that job, obviously. He didn't get the sale. And I was kind of glad. And so the next job we went to was a sewer clog, and he meets his plumber out there, and the guy's snaking the drain with the worst machine I've ever seen, by the way. And before he even gets it clear, the salesman starts talking about replacing the sewer line. He's being really pushy about it as well, and he wants to come back and start at 7 o'clock in the morning. The people didn't fall for it. They had insurance that covered that, and I'm sure it wasn't even broken. This is what people do out there. They're out there to get you. So go to Yelp, try to get referrals from friends. That doesn't always work, by the way. Reputation is important. Go to Yelp, go to Thumbtack, look at the reviews, read some of them, and don't just go with someone with less than, 4 stars. You're looking at, bad feeling in your gut when you do that at the end. So just remember, and air conditioning people are the same, mechanics are the same, electricians, it's all the same. It's all predatory now. So it's really important that you find it through reputation, like Yelp and those things like that. So that's kind of how our business is nowadays. It used to be a respected business. Now when I walk in, I'm not trusted. And that's okay. I totally wouldn't trust people either. So I just have to prove that I'm worthy. And I do. I don't have a problem with that.
A customer called and asked if we could install their toilet. Apparently, some professional company came in to repair a flooding problem. They removed the toilet, then left it in the tub, after supposedly fixing their flooding problem, and never came back to reinstall the toilet. How rude. We went in and reinstalled the toilet only to find out the flooding problem was never fixed. So this other company just removed the toilet, said they fixed the problem, and just left after getting their $800 payment. And they say us handymen aren't professional. We ended up fixing the flooding problem and reinstalled the toilet. Customers were so happy they told us they'd be calling us exclusively for future needs. All in a day's work for your everything, man.
Homeowner tip. Okay, look, so yesterday I called out a plumber, and we have 2 pretty nice cars, 2 BMWs, and they're parked in the driveway. And when the guy came, I was like, God, we probably shouldn't have these cars parked here because he's going to give us a really high estimate. And I've always suspected this, but I've never really tested it out. So he comes out, he comments on one of the cars. I was like, oh, great, here we go. He comes back with this fee, $6,500 to do this plumbing job. It's going to take him like 4 hours with 2 guys. I'm like, holy crap, that is way too much money. So you should always get 3 estimates. So we called today, got another plumbing company to come out. This time we moved our cars down in the street because our house is nice, but it's not super fancy. So I'm like, let's move the cars in the street and see what happens. Well, this guy comes, same exact system, $1,800. Yeah, $1,800 from $6,500. That guy overpriced because he saw the nice cars and he thought he could just take advantage of us. So, go out looking a little sloppy if you have to. If you want to get a good deal from these plumbers or handymen or anybody coming out to give you a quote on your house that are independent contractors, make sure you don't show them your nice stuff because they're going to think they can get one over on you. There you go. Thank you later. Bye.
If there was only one piece of advice I could give to homeowners, it would be don't use this company. So in my early 20s, I used to work for this company, and their whole model is marketing, as anyone's should be. And this works so well specifically for them because once he gives you his price, you don't have time to shop around when there's sewage backing up on your floor. But Google Plumber near me, it's going to be Roto-Rooter every time because they have so much money to put into marketing. They are the OG plumbing company.
Do you need a towel? My golly, huh? Damn it! How do you shut that main off?
So I just left the customer's house. He had PVC drain pipe under his house. Besides his kitchen sink, had about 8 feet of galvanized. And I gave him an estimate to cut the galvanized out. I cut it out, get done with it. He showed me the price of this other company. I didn't know until I got done. This other company, 6 foot piece in a very easy crawl space. They told him it was gonna be $2,900 for an 1.5 inch drain line, 6 feet in a good crawl space. Not gonna lie, I gave an estimate because it was an easy thing. It was under $500, and I got done. And he showed me. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're on here and you're that plumber, I hope you get like an ingrown toenail. You are a awful human being. You don't have no. If you're going to people's houses and taking 3 or 4 people and charging an arm and a leg, telling them they need to replace, and it was only 6 feet, 6 foot. Hell, the parts alone were under fucking $50, and they're gonna charge $2,900. That's what they said. Guys, I've been doing this 19 years. It's good money, but when you're trying to rip people off, shit's gonna hit the fan. You got to get better advertising if you're having to charge that much.
I just had a plumbing company quote me $200 per bidet to install 2 bidets for a total of $400 plus tax. That's $440 to install 2 bidets. It takes about 10 minutes to install a bidet. Just so you know. So if you're thinking about hiring someone to do it, just don't. The only reason I was going to hire someone is because I have a lot of unpacking to do and a lot of setting up to do, and I really just don't have the time. But to save $400, yeah, I think I can handle it. Thanks.
Yep. This is when a plumber fucks up. Look at this.
Hello, Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy?
What kind of shit is this?
$20? No, too much money. He's no good operator. He's not doing nothing.
Okay, help me out. Am I being ripped off? This is what my well looked like a few days ago before the pipes burst. It's not a great shot, but this is what it was. And now this is what everything looks like now. The pressure tank was changed, and the piping was done nice and clean. It looks fantastic. But now this is my question. Are all the parts here worth $1,000? Because that's what I'm being told is my material cost. So is that there? $1,000? Because that tank is about $300. I looked it up already. I haven't seen the receipt yet, and I haven't paid the guy yet because he was supposed to do some other work and didn't show. But still, materials are $1,000, and he was here for about 6 hours to do this, which seems crazy in my eyes, but that's another $1,000. Am I being ripped off?
There's no point.
Call the police or something. Tell them to get them to shut the fucking water off or something. Are you calling the police or something? Oh, we need to get the water off now. Okay. Wait, this whole fucking bedroom's fucking ruined. God damn it, son of a bitch. Fucking shit. Fucking. I wonder what's going on downstairs.
When you turn it on and you turn it off, they charge $150.
Fucking, what the hell is this shit? This is worth fucking thousands! Entire room.
¿La llaves? Sí. ¿Ya cerró el agua? No, a la main. Oh, shit. Aquí, aquí, No le muevas porque te vas a quemar. Agáchate. Déjate, que no haya trampa. Toma el agua haciendo para abajo igual. Ahora más dentro. El agua haciendo para abajo. ¿Se paró, hijo? Está parando.